Hello everybody, good afternoon. Sorry I haven't been on for the past 2 days. I'm going to try to I have to figure out what days are going to be good for me. Some days will not be because with Jacob's mother in school, when like on Wednesday, for instance, we had a storm come in Tuesday, a blizzard, and so he didn't have school Wednesday. So then I have to fill in, and it's hard to do a video and babysit at the same time. Still, um, because all my stuff is downstairs and he's upstairs. So, and then on Wednesday, I had a friend's funeral. I didn't get to go to it physically, but I watched it online, and I love that now, especially somebody who doesn't live close to most of her friends and family. It's a nice way to feel like you're there. It was a beautiful funeral. Beautiful funeral. I know that sounds funny saying, but uh, 2 years ago, a dear young lady, I want to say she was in her early 30s, I'm trying to remember exactly, but passed away suddenly, leaving 5 kids behind. And I knew her very well. She grew up in my youth group. I was her youth group leader. She was in my Sunday school class. She was in my Wednesday night youth class that we did at our church camp that we went every year. We used to have a Bible tournament and they were in it. So that Wednesday we worked all year on our tournament, our Bible tournament. So, but as life happened, we stayed in contact, but not where we were at the same church anymore. And I just felt like there was so much of her missing there. Her kids were there and things like that, but I guess for me it was the church part of her life that was missing. And that was because situations happened, and such as life. But this Bobby Reddy was an amazing young man who was handicapped from birth and mentally handicapped, but the spirit and the love that I always call him a young man, but he's my sister's age. He's actually 2 days older than my sister, exactly 2 days. But because of his mental handicap, he was always young, but he had this warmth and this smile and this love for the Lord. He'd tell anybody that he could come in contact with. He'd invite anybody to church. He'd go door knocking. He'd put what we call like, I can't even think, it's like a door bag, and we would put like tracts and things in it and hang it on a door instead of always knocking on the door. Willing for hours to do that. If you came into the house, he wanted to play board games. He loved music, and especially church hymns. And from like, I've known him since I was 15, so he would have been 13. He's always wanted to direct music, but so even when he would be in the church, you would see him sitting in the pew directing music with the music director. And that all was there. Some of his favorite hymns, even the people that spoke about him. It was, I'm going to cry because it was just such a touching, love-filled remembrance. I want to say remembrance, a funeral, but we really remembered who Bobby was. And, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, guys. I'll stop. Let's craft. But anyways, and that was all on my heart yesterday, so I just wasn't up to doing a video, as you can even see today. And his younger sister, it would be much younger than we became very, very good friends. Very good friends. Her kids call me aunt. They're grown now with their own kids, but that's how close we were. And I've known them since I started going to church when I was a teenager and was born was saved and baptized in the church, and so a long history, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was, I would have loved to be there for my friend Marta, but she knew it just wasn't possible. So, but anyways, let's get crafting, and I try to control the tears. I'm a very emotional person over everything. Sometimes when people put things on the internet or when I'm watching TikTok, I have to be careful because it affects me so badly. Something's going on with my computer. Sorry, guys. No. Something was trying to... Okay. There we go. Sorry. Something happened with the computer was a warning, so I wanted to take care of that. Just going to tear this off. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I really want the print. So we're still working on the stamping, but I showed you clusters, how to use the stamps in clusters, and in this one we actually used there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually I did this one stamped image. We used 1, 2, 3, 4 stamps. Then we used this stamped image, then we use this stamped image, and then this stamped image. So it's very much a stamped cluster, and I think it came out beautifully. I haven't glued these because I'm still trying to finalize what I want to put with them, and I'll do that later. I meant to do it before. I showed you how you can stamp directly onto a cluster. It's very simple, but it can look very beautiful. This one still came out so beautiful. In fact, I want to make some more exactly like this. Boo Boo, enough. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, I know. But I'm talking to my friends all my subscribers and people watching my videos. I'll give you some love later. And then this one where we put a tab on it and can go to the top of the page. And then we have one in the journal, which the journal is here because I have one I want now to find it. Oh, here it is. The stamped image that we put on the cluster. And I put it at the top of the page. So even though they're stamped images, they are just as beautiful as a digital. And I have to start using them more. I keep putting them in a box, putting them too far away from my desk. So I'm trying to come up with a solution. So that's how you can use stamped images in clusters. Now I did some tags really carefully, and I quickly, threw them together before I started the video, hoping I'd be a little more organized. Well, you know, it is what it is, right, guys? I think I'm keep thinking I'm organized. Right now, I'm having one of those moody days. Poor Andre, I bit his head off twice today. I just apologized to him because it's not right. I'm not one that condones that behavior, and I don't like it in myself. But I think right now, when I got sick, I fell so far behind in everything when I got COVID. Because it was so close to Christmas, I fell behind in Christmas, and then I tried to catch up with Christmas, and then I fell in and I'm playing catch up, and I feel like I'm not getting there. And so it's driving. I think that's what's doing it. I have so much going on in my head that I want to do. I want to make this, I want to make that. I'm a part of a collab, which I'm so happy to be a part of. I got to put that together. I'm behind on 2 orders. And I feel like everything I do to catch up. Plus, still trying to put orders to... Boo Boo, no more. You're not getting anything. No. She knows that if she bothers me when on video, I'm going to get tired of it, and I'm just going to give her a treat. So that's what she's trying to do right now, and I'm trying to fight her off as much as possible. Oh, so, hey, enough. This is just a file folder. I got discounted. I bought a bunch of them at Goodwill last year, so I'll sometimes take one and start cutting some up, but I haven't been doing it lately because I have a box full of stuff that is meant to turn into tags that I'm going to use this year, and it's staying beside my desk. I don't care if it's sitting on the floor. It moves from this desk to my other desk. That way I reach in and grab those, and that's what I did. I'm even making another one, but I have to wait for it to, it is, in HP ink, you get this in every box. And I don't throw them out anymore because it's good cardstock. But the paper I want to use on it's very see-through. So I took gesso and gessoed it, hoping now it won't. So I'm letting that dry, and then we're going to go to that one. So this is just basically how to use your stamped images. And this is just, boo-boo, no, no. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm going to give her some treats, or she's going to drive me crazy. That's it. Because what she does is she can't get up on this desk like she can my other, so she claws at my legs. And she's got very sharp claws because she won't let me trim them. And every once in a while I get a couple clipped until she bites me. So, so even like this one, like on it, look how beautiful that would look on there. But I have something in mind for this. But see, just, and that's all you need. I kind of really like that. Oh my. Do I do that and then just make another one? I might very well do that. I got hiccups. And I forgot to get water. I always do that. I tell myself before I start the video, get yourself some water. And I always forget. I just trimmed up the black a little. Oh, I'm really liking that on there. So that's what we're going to do on there. I mean, I can make another one of those up. It won't be maybe exact, but it'll be close. Because I have to make some more of these flowers. I make those flowers as well. I used to sell them. I need to do different ones. I use them a lot in my clusters. Like I love these type of flowers as well. But my paper flowers are really come out really nice in clusters. That's just a small little heart cluster. And it's got one of those on it. The cloth, like, I don't want to know what, it's not fabric in, it's like a paper, but it's a maybe like a rice paper. Maybe that's the word I want to use. But, oh, that glue stick needs to go in the garbage because I keep picking it up to use it. And I, believe it or not, another thing I think that's on my mind is my birthday's coming up on February 3rd. And a situation happened with, and people I normally always celebrate my birthdays with, I won't be celebrating with this year. And so I think I'm kind of not looking forward to my birthday. And trust me, I'm a birthday person. I'm a birthday person. I always threw myself a birthday party, always. Last year I didn't. It was my, you know, and this year I'm not doing anything for my birthday. Andre and Gab will probably do dinner, and we'll have a cake because Jacob insists that you have to have a cake for your birthday. Even last year I was home on my birthday because I had, believe it or not, a funeral of my cousin. And so he phoned me on my birthday, and then he asked my sister, he knows my sister, he was my sister's ring bearer for her wedding. They only have met twice, and one when he was like barely a year old, but because I talked to her on the phone and things like that, he always talked, from young, has always talked to her. He called Teresa, and sometimes he'll want to send a picture to Teresa of something he's doing, and so they have a special bond for only meeting a few times. And he just loves Teresa. He wants to go visit Teresa. He was already asking me, when's Teresa coming to visit? I said, well, Teresa won't be coming to visit for a while. Okay, let's go visit Teresa. He just loves my sister, loves her, but she's very good with children. She runs her own daycare, and she is very special at making each child feel like they're special. There you go. That's all it took. Boo-boo, there's nothing more. Go lay down. So then we just have to put a tag on a thing. And like I told everybody else, I don't usually do that till I'm ready to put it in a journal. Several reasons. If I already have one with lace on it, sometimes I'll put a tab on it. So this one, I obviously I won't put a cluster one on it. So I kind of wait to know where it's going in a journal to see how much bulk I do. Hey, it's enough. Go lay down. You're not getting any more. So that, for me, I have to do the back, obviously. But that's how you can use a cluster. And I think it turned out really nice. And it was quick and easy. Well, we had the cluster made, right? So that helps out a lot. I think this is dry enough now. So let's go ahead. Since I already know kind of what well, I haven't put it fully together. I haven't made the cluster for it. Now you can put, before we go there, let's do this. Because it is still a little damp, so let me give it a few more minutes. Because we're doing about the same type of tag, right? With a cluster on it. Now let's take, these are boo-boo, enough. Be a good girl. Let me throw, if I put, I just need to, sometimes I need to put something on the floor beside me. Here, lay down. And she'll lay down beside me. What it was is I was on at my other desk, and I have a box on a little table beside me, and that has become her sleep bed, and she sleeps beside me on it. That's what she was doing, and then I switched over to this desk. I was watching some videos. Some new people that I've subscribed to, I like to go in and I'm trying my best right now every day to choose a few videos, watch them, and not only just watch them, but because I'm always asking people, please watch my video all the way through. Please like and comment on my video. So I'm trying to do the same thing to other YouTube channel people, creators, because it helps them the same way it helps me. I want to be able to help them. So we'll take this one and maybe we'll do this one up. These are just ones. This is just a music picture filled in. I fold it over and it makes a nice sturdy little tag without. So I gave you something to lay on. You're not coming up. Down. Down. She hasn't done this in a long time. I usually, sometimes, when I did videos a while back, I would pick her up and put her on my bed and throw a bag on my bed. So I'm just inking those up lightly. So several ways you can do this. I had some done a long time ago. I don't know if I have any of them handy. I don't like them anymore. Well, it's not that I don't like them. I just used too small of an image because it was something new. Let me see if I can find it to show you. I think I put them in this box to see if I can redo them. But, of course, oh, yeah, here. Yeah. And it was when I was first learning stamping, too. When I first started stamping, using my stamps in journals. I just seen one here that maybe we can use. That might suit a colorful one. So, I want to continue this with it, but I don't know if I like, and I don't like this. I was bad at punching. It was in my beginning stages. So this is really close to the edge. So look, so that's sort of what I needed to fix up. Like things like that. And I don't like just the plain vanilla anymore. That's just me. I'm weird like that. So basically I want to peel these off. And this was I didn't have a lot of stamps when I first started this. So like a lot of these I'm going to resurface. It just because of the way I stamped it. It's not stamping itself that a problem. It was just the way, right? So I have those. And I never actually got them finished. So you can just do something very simple. And I think with something this large, I needed a bigger, I needed to do something like this instead. Something that took up more real estate per se. I should have checked this to make sure it is in video, because one of them, oh yes, one of them I tried to zoom down to be able to see exactly, but then when I do the edit it and upload it to YouTube, it makes it even a smaller screen. So I tried something new and it didn't work out. So I want to double check that. So that's like, and this was just, it was a challenge that I did, I want to say a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, where it was just using book pages and stamps. So that's why, like, it wasn't clustered, and I don't want to cluster them all. I want to actually be able to use like the stamped image itself. So on book pages, and I do have some on book pages. Well, maybe not. No big ones. So that's my original way I started using them. And just recently, just now, I started doing the clusters. Like I've never done one like this before. That just happened when we did it. And I like how that looks. It's perfect to me. If you want it more, you could add a word down, but I don't think it needs anything else. So here we go. Let's see what we can find here. So putting just a cluster works. I mean, just as like simple like that. But if you feel like you need more, you could take, let's see, I don't think this lace will work. I need a beige, I think. I think it's too white. Whereas on something like this, it could be, no, it's too faded. And like, you watch me. I just play till I find what clicks with me. But I'm looking for, I should have stamped a couple on book pages. Part of the reason I didn't do that is because I need a new black ink pad. It's not dark enough. So I think that's why I didn't stamp any on book pages. But it almost feels like I need a little something behind that. The clustering is probably the way I go most of the time with it, because I seem to like that more than I do the simple image, which is funny, but it is true. So let's just take this one that I was playing around with. Yeah, I'm really liking the cluster on it, I think. But I'm not liking this background color. That background color has been bothering me since the beginning. Remember? I just feel like it needs a little bright pinkness into it. But this is an easy, like, if this is why I staple my clusters, because she finally gave up and went to her bed. She realized she wasn't winning the next battle. Boo boo. As much as I would love you to lay up here with me, there's just not room, baby. Let's see if we can find the right pink, Phil. I need a bright pink. Just seeing what's in my scrap box. Necessary, maybe not even just pink. Let's see how this looks. Ugh, it's... I'm just going with like a green polka dot in the background. Yes, I left the whole thing for now. Oh, let me try that. I like this for some reason. Yes, and I am cutting it. I want it straight. For some reason I do. But I do have to ink those edges. A lot of times it's because, especially when it's a digital that you print, sometimes you see a little bit of white. I don't want to ink it a lot. I just want a little bit. So, okay. Still thinking. Before I staple everything together. I like this together now, but is it the image? Or do I need a touch of little pink in there somewhere? Maybe I just need to take... I need a bigger piece. I just want to see if this is... Oh, I think I know what I need. And that's down here in the drawer. Nope, it's not in that one. I really gotta cut some more of this. Anyways, I have it stored. I've got so much of this. But what I do is I cut some off and just keep it in a scrap. A little. And I've gone to, the past few nights I haven't been sleeping well either. It's a tossing, turning thing. Now this might be the wrong pink. Yeah, it's not the right pink. I need to find more eyelash trim. I need it in some colors. I have it in pink and purple. I think a red and a white now. I really want to get a black in it. I really want to find a black and a brown. I don't know if it even exists. Here in Canada, I found this at a couple Goodwills in Ontario, but I haven't been able to find anything else, and I don't even know where you go buy it. I don't even know where you'd go buy it. I just feel like it needs something else, guys. Just a little something else. I feel like it needs a touch of pink under it. That's just how I feel right now. Oh. Something just caught my eye that might work. You see, all my pinks are so light. And the one pink I know that will work, I'm running low. Really low. And I've never been able to find this shade again. And it's my favorite one to use in my lace clusters. Somebody sent it to me. It's just this beautiful pink. And it is a different shade. It's just a bit darker. And I love this. And I sparingly use it because that's all I have left of it. And it's just the color of it. I have another pink. I bought a pink top. And it had lace on it. It didn't fit. And when I went to send it back, they said, don't return it. And I let a couple people see if they liked it, but it didn't fit anybody. So then I was like, oh, it's lots of lace on it. I'll use it, the lace. And that might work, but I don't know where I put that. Now, well, that's the story of my life, man. Like even just now, I picked up that box. Oh, that's behind me. I'm just checking my basket of lace tablecloths and doilies and that, and I don't see it in there. Which is funny because I thought that's where I was putting it. Might be in. Okay, so let's try. I cut a bigger piece because sometimes I think I want a very big piece. And none of this will go to waste. The little pieces that I cut will go into little clusters. I just want, I think, a touch of it somewhere. And it's still not the right pink, I don't think. So instead of pink, let's go cream. I just keep feeling like I need something pink behind there. But I just don't have the right pink. That's the problem. I just had a piece of the cream one I love to use. It was just here. Of course I can't find it because I want it. And the moment I don't need it, it'll show up. What is not working for me on that cluster? What is not working for me on that cluster? I like the cluster. Is it this background maybe? No, definitely no. Okay, let's see. Even like this is me. I don't perform. I don't choreograph my videos. I want you to see that everybody struggles sometimes with something. You have an idea and you can see it in your brain, but when you try to get it here, you struggle with it. It happens to everybody, and that's the type of videos. I'm not ever going to be one that choreographs my videos by setting all my supply. Okay, I'm going to make this, and this is the pieces I'm going to use, and I don't do that. I just throw some things on my desk, as you can see, and whatever happens, happens. So let's go to this and cover this while I'm staring that down. It's going to sit up, and while I stare it down. And we'll go ahead and, because I know exactly, I think, I just need to cut off the trim because I try not to. Trust me, you don't know how many times I thought I'll just put it a little higher and miss it. And these little pieces, well, this one might be, but I never throw them away. I might take that little bit of a tip off because it looks so triangle-y, but I will just cluster all these little pieces together, and I will obviously not on this, but I will just cluster. I just put it on there so I can see it. Move it out of my way. I don't really want the birds, but if the birds get on it, it's no big deal. I think it's more here I want it. Yeah. And yes, doing this does take a challenge because, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that white off so I don't, when I'm putting it in the middle there. Only reason why is because I want the stamped image to stand out and not the paper in the background paper. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. So let's glue this baby up. Gesso is great for this. I use it in many different ways, the gesso. Hopefully, we'll see how that turns out. And normally, I try my best to stay to edges so that I don't waste. But in this case, and the reason I chose this one, I did kind of choose the particular paper for one reason only, is because I want to finish this journal up. So I thought while I was showing you guys, I wanted to make things like I did that one by accident, and that's how this journal came back out. So I figured this is the paper that I used for it, the digital, and at this moment I can't remember who this digital is, and I apologize for that. It has been 2 years because I hit I'm bad for that. I started journal and that's one of my goals is to use the journals I have. Where is the folder with that paper in it? And sometimes what I do is this is all the stuff I'll use in that, and maybe have the name there. It just says Shabby Chic. That's it. But that's just, sometimes on mine I will put the person. I'll show you, for instance, this is my Christmas of my Ruby and Pearl. So I put Ruby and Pearl Christmas and the names of the kits, Christmas Morning and Shining Star. Sometimes I do that when I put it in there now. That way, like this, when I'm doing a video or I pull out to use a paper, because my memory sometimes doesn't always the best. Glasses down so I can see closer to the edge. And I'll cover the back of it later. You don't need me to see me to cover the back. You all know how I do that. I've done enough. Okay, let's move that garbage out of the way. Now that one piece of lace I told you that was sitting on my desk is very important, because when I was cleaning up my desk, I was like, oh, that'll work perfect for what I want to use it in. Let's put my scissors up there. Put the scraps back in the scrap box. I had it here. I really, really did. I really did. I have the pink still. The pink I could use, I think. But I really wanted the cream because I was using the rose, but didn't I? Oh, I only have it stamped in red. Red and beige. No, you guys, didn't I just have a pink one like it here a few minutes ago? Oh, I guess not. I think that's why. See, I don't want it by itself because it doesn't stand out, but I thought it would look pretty on here. I think what I need to do is first form a cluster for it. Do that first. But I don't want a lot of cluster. I just wanted some lace. And I had one piece of lace sitting here that was left over, and I said, oh, I'll leave that because I'll use it, I'm sure, on one of these tags. It's just this. I mean, if I have to cut another piece, I can. It's just, was already cut, guys. Lord, sometimes. And I know the moment I cut a new piece, it'll show up. That's okay. We'll use it in something else. Not going to waste all this time. This is another one someone sent me, and they sent me 2 pieces like this, and it's one of my favorites. I have not been able to find this really vintagey ones like that. I use the other ones too that I have, especially in clusters. I like the different shades, but for this one really does give it a nice, for some reason, that red shouldn't be there anymore. It's going to stay there because, okay. I'm telling you guys, I'm losing my mind. I still think I want pink behind it too. Where's that pink? I think that pink is too small. This pink might work. I'm just going to open the journal to see where I have a pocket I need to fill and see. sometimes when I'm doing a pocket or something, I don't have any pockets that it could go in. Just seeing how it, I don't want it. This pocket is somewhat okay. It didn't turn out as beautiful as I want, but I still like it. Oh, see, I have one here that oh no, it's just back. It's not backwards, it's to go in this. Oh, I gotta fix that. No, it goes here. I think it's this paper that was having a hard time. I'm probably not going to put it here, but I just want to see when I put it in. Yeah, okay. I think it'll be okay like this. That's something I was thinking of using. There's pieces here where I had an idea to put something there. And I think that's it I have ready for pockets right now. It could nicely go in there. But I think I want to put something bigger. That pocket has to go in. Again, it was a pocket I'm thinking about putting. You'll see that some places I just... Okay, that's it I have in pockets. Oh, what is this one? Oh yeah, it's a slide one, see? I forgot about that style. Okay, so this is good. I don't think I'm going to put much more behind it because I really wanted the lace. But what I find to glue all this lace, it's going to flatten the look of it. So what I do in this case is I still need a little piece of paper behind it because to glue it. And I'm just seeing if I've got a little pink. I'm sorry, I'm touching your booty, girly. I'm touching your booty. I know you hate it. Give me a meow. Meow at me. No meows? Really? Really? You're going to be that good of a kitty? Now you're not going to meow? I was hoping to find a smaller piece, but I couldn't. And I don't want this to show, so I'm cutting it a small piece, and I'll show you why. Because basically, two things I'm doing. I'm using it to attach the lace all together, and then instead of gluing the lace, I'm just going to glue the cardstock. Okay, but before I can go ahead and glue that. And in this case, because I'm not gluing the lace, I can use just a glue stick as well. Because I had one of my stocking stuffers Andre ordered was a pack of this, but they canceled it on him. Because he asked me to put things I really need, and that was one of the things I put that I really needed. And then I'm just going to do that. Then we're going to ink this up. Let's do some ink. What I might do, and I don't have my dabber here, so I don't know if it'll work. I'm actually going to do a bit of the, instead of doing the brown, and I don't usually ink my dabbers, but I don't think I have a dabber yet I don't often ink with color around things, but because this is the Victorian velvet, I thought it would look nice on it and give a little bit more of a different type of contrast. And because it's already got some of the brown ink, it's not as bright, so that's also... I have to buy the ink refiller on this. I gotta look for that, see if it's available yet here in Canada. soon Jacob will be back. I didn't do a snack before I got on video because I know I wanted to get the video done, because sometimes I put it off, and before I know it. And if you wanted to, you could, I'm just doing this lightly. Ooh, there, I kind of like that. I'm just going to try to do a little on there. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. This is where I will have to use this glue, because my glue stick would not let it. I wanted more of that pink to show, so I'm playing around with it on how I want it. There we go. I got glue on my hands, so I can't really. I'm just wondering if I should smudge a bit on here, so yeah, there we go. There we go. And then where's my words? I don't think I have the right color word to put on this right now. I think I need to do more pink. I've only got purple, but maybe. Need to. I need glasses. That's what's happening. I can't really see in there. These ones I'm putting on here are ones I personally made for myself. They're my digital. Because I find I buy word sentiments and I don't like half of what it says. Like I remain unbreakable. If a longer one would look nice. If we put it along the bottom. It's this, I think it's too dark because it's so soft. I think that's what's throwing me, and I'll have to print it in a pink because I've only got a purple right now. Yeah, I think if I go a light pink in this, so I have to print that, and I think I'll put a word sentiment on it. And I definitely will eventually do the, but again, I might, what's in my stamped images that I could maybe add to this. Second hand here for a second. Kind of thinking I like that. Oh. Stay, so I can see what you look like. Nope, doesn't do anything for it, so throw it away. Well, eventually I'll print words. Oh, my paper clip stick because they got metal on the back. So there's that. So I need to put a back on it, and I need to print my pink sentiments. And then it can go, it's too big for that pocket. But because the way this cluster is made, it's hard to put it in a deep pocket because it pulls up. So these type of ones are good for a tuck, really and truly, or more of a, what other place did we think we could put this one? Didn't we have, what happened here? Could tuck in there, but I want the beauty of that to show. If I did this right, I could put a nice cluster on the top as well. We could do that, but I'm not liking it sideways. And see here, it's hard to put it in a pocket. So it needs to go in a tuck. But that's okay because there's lots of places I could tuck it into, or I could just paper clip it in too as well. I think this is going to look really nice when I find the right spot. Oh. Okay, this is probably where it will go. I'm not sure if I'm going to paper clip it in or I'm going to make it a tuck spot, but I'm still paper clipping it. Oh, no, I need a long paper clip just to hold it better. I don't have a long one. Yes, I do. So I know that this will go in this book, and I just have to make a pocket or a cluster. I think that's perfect for it. There you go, a simple stamped image with some lace on a tag. I like it. So I'll finish it up later. Okay. Now, I don't have a tiny one. How much time do we have? There is the question, guys. You know which one I could have done? We only got 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes only, and I didn't do much. This pink would have probably looked really nice on it. But I could use it again in another time. So let's see. I don't have any. I have messes everywhere. I did clean up my piles, and then I started so many new projects. I'm seeing if I have a little tag already made that I can use quickly. Oh, here. This will work. I went to my stash just because I want to do one more really quickly. I'm going to start to say bye so that if it shuts off, then I don't do what I always do. Be working away and, oh, it's gone. It will go probably before I, too big. And that one's too big. Now see, this is where one of those might fit nicely on a nice wide tag. A little fatty like him. Because it doesn't have to be straight, right? It could go on like that. I really want it to do this quickly. By just showing something so simple, but for some reason it's not so simple for me today. Again, a cluster. Let's look through these ones I have here. Where did that oval one go? I have a circle one, but I remember the oval one? Where is it? Where is that oval one I had? I know exactly which one I want. We had it. I had it. That's been my whole theme through this whole video. That it was here and it's gone. It was here, but it's gone. And there's that pink one I wanted to use on it. Told you. It will show up. Here, here, here. But I think I want an oval on a plane. And I do have something here. I put some away because I use punches as well. But I think all of them are too big. Okay, now. I do this sometimes instead of throwing them out, categorize them so it's easier when I go to, it's a little big. It's a little big. Everything I have is a little big. Like I said, sometimes what thought wrong. I know what I want, guys. I do know what I want. I just don't have. I sure I had oval shape. I am more than positive. Let's go back into my. Maybe I used them all already because the oval turns out so nice in it. Maybe I'll used it all. Looks like I did. So that means I have to make an oval shape stamped image. But you know, I'll see me. Oh. Let's do this. One of these ones. And you don't, doesn't necessarily have to be pink. There we go. But it might need to be brighter. Yeah, the brighter it stands out. But how about, you know me, I always go purple or like this. Let's do the red on that. I think there we go. I found it. I found it. And I'm not doing anything because I'm just showing how the simplicity, or even just a simple bird. Oh, they're all. What happens is either they're too small or too big with this. This size tag is sometimes hard to work with, right? And I think I'm just going to leave that like that. And we're going to take. And we're going to glue this on. So if I'm going to just say my goodbyes, guys. Have a wonderful day. Evening, I should say, because, well, the day is almost gone. Because I have to go out grocery shopping, even though I just want to stay and work all the time. And I just realized I should have inked that up a little. So my hands are going to get gluey. So have a wonderful afternoon. So this is how you can use the stamped images on tags. So we have this one. We have the one in here, wherever it got put. We have that one. We have this one. We have this one that we're just about. So that's how you can use the stamped images. Now I did them in clusters, and then I did the single use. And then again, you can layer stamped ones. If I had, I'd have to go digging, but I could put a little stamped item there. Look at, I even have some more clusters here ready to put something on them. So again, it could be as simple as just doing that with it. And then adding it. So using your stamps is not a bad way to do it. And this can add, I can take a little red ribbon and put it on the bottom here, just if I wanted to add something to it. But I'm going to probably do a small little cluster tab at the top. So there we go, everybody. I hope this encourages you to pull out your stamps. I am making bundles up of stamps. I'm going to make a bundle up with like these flowers in it, probably this flower and the bumblebee in all different shades.